Well, I'll go ahead and introduce myself first. I'm Max, also known as Voyagers Entertainment. Uh, fuck
All right,
it.
hello. I'm Towns, but my online thing is Gummy Rat, but you can call me whatever.
I'm
Uh,
Tristan. Wait your fucking turn, Brendan.
Damn, bro, you don't gotta put his information out there.
Okay.
Don't like that.
Maybe he wanted to be called something different.
Wait, is that it?
You just say your fucking
That's
name.
it. I'm Tristan.
Ooh,
Wait,
ooh, ooh,
Do
ooh.
we
Well,
actually
it's
want to
not
do
like
like
I
a
have
full
much-
introduction of each other?
I'm just Billy. I'm looking at some old
Well, I'll
games.
refer to Billy as Billy, Towns as Towns, Tristan as Tristan, and
Oh
myself
my
in the third
God,
person.
dude.
Wow, congrats, you know our names.
Alright, Billy, go ahead and do your thing.
What
you're
am
on
I
the
supposed to be doing?
I don't
What?
know. You were talking.
I'm
like
just
games
I'm
before
looking
and-
at
Right.
Robotech Invasion because I played the shit out of this game. I still remember it. I'm just looking at like the little menu trailer thing that you'd get when you were like AFK for long enough, and it just like appear. And I remember it. It's not exactly how I remember it. Oh, just the ice area. Here, I'll put it in the Discord. Right there.
Oh,
I remember this game. The beginning was so sad too. Like your entire squad dies.
Dang. That's
I remember the laser guys that sit on a ridge and they just like snipe your dudes.
It's pretty sad, bro.
What up?
Yeah, and then you finally get to the little thing, and you're like surrounded by 3 of the robot thingies, and they just like they smack you.
all right.
Yep. You know,
There's that exploding thing, and that's when they have the one song.
Max, do you remember the
Oh God, that's deafening.
that you had
It's a mad world.
Do I remember what Towns?
the conundrum that you had about how you should perceive a picture or no?
Yeah,
Sigma,
I got
Sigma.
the vague idea of that.
Do you remember that? We should talk about that. About how you should perceive a picture or not. If you want to go over like the general basis of it, Max, to tell these other two.
Okay, well, this was a discussion me and Towns have already had, but it was revolving around a wonderful YouTuber. His name is Leadhead. He made a video called The Stanley Parable's Thematic Sequel. It's about the beginner's guide, and vaguely it's a story of how artists will produce something, and the people who view the art will not see it the same way the artist will, and it's the artist describing how he doesn't see that as fair, and that's why he stopped producing the art. But that's the game's plot and whatnot. But it led me to think, well, it led the YouTuber to produce the thought that I was given to think about, which was, is it my right to look at a piece of art and declare that piece of art is what I see instead of declaring it as what the author tried to produce?
Do you guys understand that concept or no?
Kind of.
I was
It took like a solid hour for me to
So basically-
articulate it properly to Towns.
What it's saying is that if someone makes a piece of art, should it be the artist's job to say what you should think about the art, or should it be your job to think about what you think of the art? If that makes sense.
I think that it's up to the person viewing it. Like
Uh-huh.
abstract art isn't really anything. It's just how you see it. Because it's just like slap of paint and then like some lines. It's like it could be your soulmate. It's your spirit animal.
God, where did my backup go, bro? My bad.
Dude, that's what the artist is saying. Was that it's not up to the person buying it what they should think of it. It should be what the artist thinks of it.
Yeah.
But that thought process, I feel like, is sort of ruined in that way.
Well, like it's just people's perception of like how they view it. It's you can say what it is, but some people might take deeper meaning into it.
But do you think that should lead someone to like cancel their thought and stop producing stuff based off of what someone else thinks?
No,
Okay.
artists should just make what they want, and what they view it as can be what they view it as. They can try to like persuade that to other people and be like, yeah, this is what it's meant to be, but it's still not going to change like how other people are going to view it. Just like it might, but it's still just their perception of it.
Yeah, I would recommend watching the video in the podcast stuff channel, but that's a pretty good end to that
That was
discussion. I
original.
mean, me and Tans have already gone over the subject, so I mean, there's not much more I
I
can
just want to see
say
their.
from
I
a broad standpoint.
just want to see their input on it. That's why.
Yeah, okay. Anyone else want to jump to any topics? Do we want to go back to Billy's
Dude.
topic, or do we want to...
Do we want to curse people with the knowledge of Rocco's basilisk?
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh
we
no.
could.
Oh yeah.
Do it.
Should we
Okay.
say it?
All right. So who Bill? Do you think you know more than me on Rocco's basilisk?
I don't know.
I mean, like...
It's just a video I watched. God
I know.
damn.
Okay. So basically, some man named Rocco decided to post a thing in like some philosophy website, and it was the
chat
concept
boards.
of. I don't know the name. Look, dude. I just know that it was a website.
Okay, yeah.
Anyways,
Keep going, I'm trying to...
he posted the idea that what if in the future there was an AI that was created and this AI actually I don't even fucking remember it actually now I'm explaining like, I remember like
It is made to like perfect
humanity?
everything. Yes.
okay
And
okay
its
so
first step is to destroy all the humans who didn't bring it to
like support
fruition.
it yeah
Mm.
okay
So-
I remember the punishment if you don't support it
Yeah,
I just
it,
couldn't remember
it makes
why it
you
wanted to punish
suffer
people
endless pain of like millions of lives at the same time by just like stimulating your nerves.
Mm.
Yes, but where do we go?
Yeah, so now that
so
you just
the argument was that because the basilisk is all-knowing, is it better for you as an individual to start producing it? That way, it will be merciful to you, or is it better to hope to not work on it, and then you will be punished, but its inevitable development will be delayed?
Well, it's not
Right.
inevitable. More is the more people who know about it, the more likely it is to
okay.
exist.
Yeah.
So are you saying that like, let's say Billy starts working on it, that me myself I should start working on it because if I don't,
or supporting it
or support it, or that
because if you don't because since you know of its existence
Mhm.
it can tell if you're lying or not. So since you know, it'll be like, oh, you don't support it.
Or we just have a mutual agreement that nobody does shit to it.
But if you do nothing for it, then you get.
No, I mean that nobody makes it or anything. Or is that what you're saying? Is that
Well,
there should be a mutual
Yeah,
There
but
will
see,
al-
that's what you
That
should
would be
do.
the
But the
ideal,
more people
but-
who fear it, the more likely it is to exist.
Yeah.
So you're saying that like if 2 spreads to 4, 4 spreads to 8, 8 spreads to 6.
Yeah, like you might like.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
more like if you can trust everyone, because it's just like, yeah, you wouldn't want that to exist, but what if someone else starts working on it? Then you'd have to
Uh-huh.
support it, right?
Yeah.
Or else it's gonna make you suffer the pain of a million lives at the same
So
time.
basically, just want to get above
Forever.
the bell curve.
Yeah, it's just like the more who know about it, the more likely.
Mm-hmm.
It is
to exist.
Yeah.
Mm.
And the more likely it is to exist, the
It-
more
you get
incentivized it is to
blackmail.
work for it.
Mm-hmm.
Future blackmail.
Okay.
You're being blackmailed by something that doesn't even exist. As
pretty
of
scary
yet.
to think about.
I feel like it would be proper to have said thing made, but not like have 99% of it made, but not the 100%. And that if something happens, you just put it in the last thing needed for it to be made, but don't make it. If that makes sense.
It does not make sense. Elaborate, please.
He means like you almost make it, so
So,
like it'd be merciful towards you, but like don't actually make it.
mhm.
Like you'd leave like the finishing giblet out, like the power or
let's say
whatever
you
to
have
it.
a robot,
Okay.
but you still have to put the power supply and the chip in it for it to run.
Okay.
That's what I'm basically saying. Doing is that you make everything for it, so you're above the bell curve, but you don't start said bell curve. So it makes it so that like if one is made, you can make your own. But then what would happen if there's 2, or can there only be 1?
There's
That
only
goes
supposed to be
into
one.
the
If there's
philosophy
multiple,
of hyper-intelligence, multi-development, which is
Bruh,
like
th-
there can only be one general-purpose AI because it will view everything else that isn't itself as a threat, so it will try to destroy other versions of AI. Which I don't understand how an AI would destroy another AI, but like, whatever.
Just like how a person.
Bruh, no, look at the Halo universe with the last battle of the Forerunners against the Flood, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's already happened. There's the one AI that was interrogating the one thing at the edge of the universe, the Flood thing, for like 100 years, and he finally betrayed the
He got
Prometheans or
corrupted.
whatever.
He was torturing
And
a
then, yeah, it was something
a
biased.
precursor.
Yeah,
Medican bias.
yeah,
He was
Medican
torturing
bias.
a precursor, and the precursor eventually just like corroded his
But
intelligence.
this is the
Yes,
question I
and
have.
then they made offensive bias to fight against him.
So, Mike, so you're saying is that his philosophy is that there can be multiples?
No, I'm saying the exact opposite. I'm saying that is only going to be one general purpose AI, because once that one exists, the existence of another one is a threat to it, because a general purpose AI would have one goal, and whatever that goal is, it would be best achieved with itself in complete control of everything. And if another general purpose AI exists, it would try to establish control, which would...
So there can be two. So,
I mean, maybe not forever, but...
Of course not forever. Of course one would hash it out with the other one and
at one point
it.
there could be two hyper-intelligences.
Okay, so like...
Because like what they're trying to do is make everything more efficient. But
I get that.
view the other one as just a hindrance, because like we're looking for efficiency, we need more than one.
Have them hash it out between each other.
Bro, it's gonna be Skynet versus Skynet.
But the question is that you know how it said that if you don't follow it, it would be suffering of like a million people. Would that still technically happen to the robot or no? You know what I mean?
I don't think so. I think it'd probably just
how can you
destroy
make a
it.
robot suffer and like a million people, like the pain.
Well, I mean, if it's intelligent, in theory, you could.
That's what I'm questioning at here. Is that like
That is the problem of sentience.
Now, technically, you can't do shit to him, but at the same time, you could do shit to it.
The real question
It'd really only be like a mental attack at best.
is my dog...
Yeah.
If it like, is it sentient though? That's the question. Is it like following just a program, or does it actually have sentience?
It could be. Oh, what is that fucking thing called? What? I'll tell you in a second.
Okay.
Has to Google it.
Yeah. Painbot. Did you guys ever watch Teen Titans Go?
Painbot.
You guys know what fucking Painbot is? That little like robot that's like.
That one.
Are we saying it's
a ton of pain?
Yeah. Are we saying it's like those robots are more so like geared towards like what fucking Painbot is here, where like it can fucking do shit to people, or are we saying that it's just a higher being, or are we saying that's a higher being?
Actually, that's a great question. Like, if it can torture you, how will it be able to torture you? Because the AI can't like.
It would just stimulate nerves.
Yeah, but how would it reach those nerves to like?
That's what I'm wondering. Is that, like
something to do it. It's hyper intelligent. It's like having God on your side. You big
Why you saying
Bro, you guys haven't even watched Age of Ultron. You are on my level.
No, what I'm saying.
Everyone here has watched Age of Ultron, you bastard.
That's what I'm saying. AI
like,
isn't a single body. AI is.
That's a hive mind, basically.
Yeah, it connects to everything, and if it connects to one piece of medical equipment that can touch one nerve, it can be like, oh, why don't I just make a ton of really small ones and then just use all of the nerves, and that's how it tortures you.
I'm saying with the pain bot is that if you have a pain bot and a pain bot, or let's say if you have a sentient bot, okay, but then you have a pain bot. Wouldn't technically the pain bot be able to defeat the sentient bot, even though the sentient bot can do other shit, but the pain bot is literally supposed to suffer pain onto people?
But how does that do anything? Like, I don't know what Painbot is.
Okay, so basically Painbot is a bot that has a bunch of weapons inside of it, is the easiest way to put it.
Well, then no, it
bot
really...
whose sole purpose
Unless,
is
like,
cause
the
pain.
sentient bot had,
Yeah.
like, a body of some kind, but if it's just, like...
That's also the question. Are we saying that the sentient bot is an actual, like, bot that moves around, or are we saying it's hacked in the mainframe?
No,
It's
it's
an
like just a large... AI that's
Yes, but I mean, is the consciousness...
No, it doesn't have a physical body.
Okay, then never mind. Okay. Because I'm saying if it had a physical body, that's a whole different story than if it did.
Well, it has the potential to have physical bodies. Just to
Like,
now-
it can, but it wouldn't be organic
it
at
doesn't
all.
need to, and it
Yeah, no, it
doesn't
wouldn't
need
be
to rely
organic.
on a single one at any given time.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that, like, would it be like a robot?
It's
or
like a mass of data. That's what it is.
Yeah, I understand that. I 100% understand. But what
You
I'm saying,
can't make a mass of data suffer unless it was maybe sentient, but even then, it wouldn't be physical.
okay, but that's what I'm wondering about. Is that like if it's an AI robot body, or if it's here's the mainframe, here's the motherboard that is plugged into.
Well, I mean, it might start out as that, but it likely just like upgrade itself to not have to rely on a single thing like that.
Okay, that's what I'm wondering about. Is that if, like okay. And what it's saying is that if you're the person that makes it, you won't suffer.
Or if you supported its like creation in some way. Like if you didn't know anything at all, you're safe because it's like, oh, you didn't even know in the first place, so you couldn't have done anything. But if it's like, oh, you knew, but you didn't help, let me torture you.
Okay, so it's not going to affect everyone. It's just only going to affect.
No, it's an informational hazard. If you know about it, you're in danger.
That's what I was wondering. Is that if it's like, here's a new ruler overlord. Now we're all under its rule, or if it's like, only these 20 people know about it. These 20 people suffer. But okay, that makes sense.
It's a terrifying topic.
That is.
Now that we know, anyone who else that like listens to this, they'll also know they're also being blackmailed by something that doesn't even exist.
Yes, all four.
That is true. That is true, Billy.
Hey, four dedicated people. That's.
I support it. I support it. I'm just gonna put that up there now.
Now, do you support it because you think an AI would be pretty cool?
I just support it.
Personally, I think an AI is
computers are the future. That's my statement.
Bro, we're about to live in the cyberpunk.
But like AI, to an extent, I don't believe is the future. I believe it will be the future.
Sure, the singularity is supposed to happen very soon.
Or no, I believe that AI will be the future, but I do not believe it will be the definite future, if that makes sense.
Singularity,
like we lived in a cyberpunk
predicted
timeline.
To happen.
Like, wouldn't the cyberpunk timeline be pretty sick?
That's nice.
Interesting. What?
The singularity is predicted to happen in 2045.
Oh well.
Well.
The singularity?
That's
what do you guys
that's when computers will surpass human intelligence and they won't need us anymore.
Will you guys upload yourself?
It'll be like the Matrix, so it'll just be like living batteries for them, like at most.
That's pretty scary.
But would you guys upload yourself into a motherboard?
Would I do what?
Why would I want to exist forever? Fuck that. Upload me into the motherboard to turn me off.
Yikes.
No, there was this discussion, not even a discussion, it was just some guy commenting on what superpower would you want, and he said immortality, but with an opt-out. And I'm just like, you know what? Good option. If life just gets straight up too boring, just fucking end it.
Because, okay, the whole problem with immortality, like, in general, is the purpose of you live all the way up until the earth goes boom. What do? You know what I mean?
I mean, if you're immortal, you can live past the boom.
That's what I'm saying. No, but you live past the boom.
No, it's gonna be like, what's it called? I'm having a brain fart. Lucifer, you know Cain? When like he said he jumped into a volcano to try to die, and he was just like, yeah, that was a horrible 300 years.
Or no. What I'm saying is that what do you do after the boom? Like, there's nothing to do. So that's why
float around, dude.
That's why I'm saying, and that's why it would not be good.
I wonder, like, what kind of immortality are you talking? You're like,
if you're an MP3 player, you can just vibe.
No, look.
Dude, it's not gonna be Guardians of the Galaxy. What's his face with the MP3 player always playing?
Oh, the Star-Lord?
Yeah.
Star-Lord, yeah.
That he's the reason why fucking anything happened. Stupid cunt. But like, what kind of immortality? Are we talking about like you're completely invulnerable, or like
your skin can't be
damage, but you just like regenerate?
You can never die. You can never die.
Yes, but like,
is
it Dragon Ball immortality where like you can like get your arm torn off, but it just like appears back?
Yes.
Or is it like you just can't take damage at all? Like you get like a bullet shot at your face and it just bounces off.
Probably bullet shot at the face.
Like, are you invulnerable or are you immortal?
Wait, what? That's actually a good question now.
Are you a god or are you a lobster?
Oh my god, biological immortality is a thing.
uh,
Bro, that's spooky.
What would you guys rather have?
I'd rather be.
I'd rather be immortal.
I'd
Like,
rather
we're, like-
have biological immortality.
Yeah, where like if something like cuts off my arm or like whatever, I can just be like yoink.
Okay.
No, that's not what that. Biological immortality means you never die of age. You just continuously live. Like you can still die. Like someone can like smash you with a fucking boulder, but like you will never die of age. Age isn't an issue to you if you're biologically immortal, which lobsters are.
Uh-huh.
They don't die of age. They die
with
from us
alligators.
eating them.
Right? Aren't
I don't
alligators
think
also?
so.
I think alligators are.
Let's look it up.
Yeah, can you look that up quickly, Billy, or do you want me to?
Are alligators
That's also another
very
thing. I
much
am
do not think
biologically
alligators
immortal?
are.
See, it popped up already, so that means
don't think
they
they die of
almost
old
no
age.
signs of aging and biological. Animals like this only. All right, so
They don't die of old age, I'm pretty sure.
tortoises, turtles, crocodiles, alligators, rough-eye rockfish, flounders have
Oh,
not
fuck
been
rockfish.
able to.
Fuck
Okay, so
rockfish.
yes,
Fuck rockfish.
they appear to be biologically immortal. Either
Good.
that, or they just have a really long lifespan.
And some funny shit is that whenever we catch a rockfish at the jetty, what happens is that Colt will take like the fishing line and he'll just smack it against a rock as hard as possible and just kill the fish on spot. Because he hates rockfish that much.
Oh my! I don't think you should
That's
say that.
barbaric.
I like how one of the other things is, are crocodiles immortal? Like who asked that? Are crocodiles immortal?
Someone who has a serious fear of crocodiles.
Some non-Floridian or Australian.
Pulls out an AK, shoots the crocodile in the eye multiple times, just nothing.
No, dude, it's like
Just
the
made
crocodile
it
that has a knife in its head that's just swimming
Oh
around.
yeah, that guy's pretty
Dude, that reminds me of the one thing. I forgot what it was from,
The
but the
flaming
meme when he
crocodile?
shoots. No, he shoots
Oh, he
the.
shoots like the golf thing at it.
Yeah, he shoots it like right in the head of the alligator. Just
It explodes.
explodes.
The only thing that can kill an alligator is Sprite from good old McDonald's. And that's facts.
Oh my god.
Wait,
Only
what am I
they-
missing here
Wait,
with
I gotta
this?
get the picture of this. Alligator. Let's spell it right.
Only they can kill.
Alligator.
Alligator.
McDonald's.
What animal would you guys want to use as a vehicle if you had
As
to?
a vehicle?
Like as a daily driver. What animal
Does
would
it have to be alive
Does-
at the moment?
Yes.
Cringe.
Okay, that's
As a daily
The-
driver, Max.
As a driver or
found
as
it.
a vehicle?
A
Mick-
daily driver.
Like he drives your vehicle.
No. Like you use it every
A
single day to
seagull.
get from point A to point
like,
B.
do you
then why
ride
would
it, or is it like
Yes,
a
you ride it.
chauffeur?
You
Okay.
ride.
Okay, riding it. A lot of seagulls.
A lot of
Good answer.
No, at that point, why don't you just do like a bunch of like hummingbirds or something?
Bro, you can even give me a fucking minivan and turn that thing into a fucking what do you call it? Fuck, I just had the name for it. A hippo.
Bruh.
Give me a fucking hippo or an
Dude,
elephant.
hippos are dangerous.
Yeah, I know that's what I'm saying, dude.
hippos
Those things you can put those things in the fifth gear. Those things book it.
Why don't you do a rhino?
Well, yeah.
You
Also,
just
they
get
can
like
like
a rhino
crush
then.
us.
Yeah, I guess a rhino too. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a rhino would be much better.
Yeah, it's just someone pissing you off, just like flip over their fucking car.
Dude, if you could have any pet you want, actually, that's the question. If you could have any pet you want, like what would it be?
Any pet panda, 100% a panda.
Wait, but would we like be able to like train it? Like, would it come like trained, or do we have
Yeah.
to try to train it ourselves?
It's from a.
That changes this
Yeah.
a lot. Like, is it passive to me, or is it going to be
It's
like
passive to you. It's
I
100%
grabbed
passive.
it right out of the wild and I have
No,
to
it's
train it?
passive to you. You get it at a young age. It's passive to you, and it's like you train it yourself. But I mean, like, it's not gonna like fucking like turn 2 years old and kill you. You know what I mean?
Bruh, I'm gonna have to get like a leopard or something then.
For me, it's 100%
Do I
gonna be a
have to
panda.
worry
Dude.
about like the food costs and everything?
Yes, you have to worry about feeding it,
Yes,
dumbass.
big
First you have
brain.
to feed it.
Well, I was just wondering if the food came included because I would pick an elephant then.
But still,
Bruh.
100% a panda, dude. You just get some bamboo growing, everything, dude. Pandas are my spirit
Myself
animal,
a
dude. 100%.
personalized war elephant.
Pandas are fucking useless.
No, hey, that does not
Oh,
matter.
they're just like koalas. They're fucking. They're just. I forgot what it is. It's something extinct.
Dude, you
But
like
it means
everything.
that-
You hate pandas. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, pandas and koalas can suck my dick. They're fucking worthless creatures, and they literally like. I forgot what it is. Functionally extinct, I think, where they can't exist without the assistance of humans.
Sounds
Like
about right.
fucking koalas are retarded.
Max,
Like
what
they
war?
literally have smooth brains. They will not eat food. They will starve.
Yeah, Max,
They will
what
starve to death.
war elephant are you talking about?
Well, you know how ancient Rome had war elephants? I just want one of those.
I think that was Persia. You
no,
fucking
no,
tard.
no, that's not the war elephant I want. Give me the one from fucking Adventure Time. The hell? Does anyone remember that? The one with the two
vaguely-
fucking heads, the one that can like grant you any power you want.
The war
The
bear?
thing that had no, the war elephant.
I have
There's a
idea.
bear.
Something that
No,
was
no,
alive.
no, no. Ancient. Yeah, I know. I understand that, but I'm saying.
Oh no, that's Gravity Falls that has the bear with like a
Uh-huh.
million heads.
I got no idea what you're talking about, Townsend. I'm sorry.
I'll show you a picture of it.
Despite getting somebody's Hulu just to watch Adventure Time, I never started watching Adventure Time because I was just always like, well, I don't want to get myself into the series before, you know.
I just
got
googled Adventure
time
Time
to.
Magic Elephant.
I remember that there's the one.
Why didn't
elephant
you
that can
just
make
give
pies.
the picture?
It's called the Ancient Psychic Tandem War Elephant.
You know what? I could buy one.
No, that reminds me of it was a law, a scientific law, and it was something like really. What was it?
War elephants will never win against.
It was
humans.
Einstein's. I forgot what it was.
There's the.
No,
the
I don't
war
think it was
elephant.
It was something, but it had to do with like laser swords or something.
Oh, Isaac Newton's flaming laser sword.
Yes. Yes.
Wait,
That
what am-
elephant is
Well,
just
why do you know that off the
disgusting.
top of your head?
I don't really know how we would go about answering that.
Newton's flaming laser sword. I don't want to. I want to know about the thing.
Max, I'd recommend putting pictures up of what we're talking about also throughout the podcast.
See, I'd consider that, but that requires some amount of work and some amount of video editing software.
That's not that bad. You can literally just like put it in there, I think.
Some amount of video editing software.
Oh my god.
What cannot be settled by experiment is not worth debating, bruh.
Do you want to make that an emoji, Billy?
Yes,
Isaac Newton's
make that.
flaming laser sword.
No.
And that elephant.
What do you mean? What?
I'm just saying it would
Make
make,
that elephant an
make
emoji.
a pretty sick
It's
emoji.
an idea. It's not a picture. You fucking
Make that
tard.
elephant a. Oh my god. What
No, I'm not gonna make that elephant shit.
Nor am I. That elephant's disgusting.
Oh my lord.
I'm not sure why you would want an elephant as.
What do we want to segue into here?
Segue. Oh, I've got a beautiful, very direct, very
Bruh.
clean segue. So, Yandere Dev. So, Towns,
Uh-oh.
you, me, and Billy all took a computer science course. Tristan, you
Didn't
didn't
Tristan
because
do
you're a
that?
complete utter nerd. No, I asked him
Tristan
about this
did
and he didn't, apparently. I could have
Oh.
sworn
No,
he
I
did.
didn't.
Well, I thought he did too. I guess it was just Josh. I thought you would had. Oh, you would walk with Josh to that class. You just didn't. Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, because I tried to stall as long as I could to get out of ROTC.
Bruh.
Yeah, I remember.
That's
I remember.
cringe. That's
Alright, back
You're
to what you're
fucking
saying.
cringe.
Alright,
Shut the
so
fuck up.
It looks like my parents are forcing me to go, so I'm gonna actually have to do JRTC voice crack,
oh, I'm sorry.
and then
Yeah, but don't you get a fucking lot of like grant money out of that, or like scholarship money or some shit for doing your 4 years?
no, you get like an extra rank if you go into the military.
But I
and
am
some
not
other
a
things.
fucking nerd.
But go back to what you're saying, Max.
Yandere Dev, he programmed a video game called Yandere Simulator. Could you ever guess it? I don't think you could. He also has a Discord, so there's two different discussions here. I'll start with the simpler one, which is, from most accounts, people say his game is a piece of fucking shit.
It is.
uses
What is the game,
so
though?
much dirty code. Like, what week do you think it was that we learned about the
Stinky code.
yeah, stinky code, where you can it would just cut down the repetitiveness. Was it like the third week, the fourth week?
I don't know.
It was early, but this man's
Yeah.
making a game. He's got like a ton of fans for the game, and he's making stinky code.
Stinky. Stinky.
So that led me to believe: could I make an epic garbage game and get a giant following from it? And if so, what game should I make?
Multiplayer FTO.
I have thought about that too. That is the freaking thing. But like okay, so to make FTO,
It'd probably be turn-based, I'd imagine.
yeah.
Or maybe it'd be like turn-based, but like you have time on your turn to do things, not like one move.
Yeah, that's a good idea, though.
Like 10 seconds each turn or something.
But honestly, no, it probably couldn't do that. It'd probably have to be a peer-to-peer kind of connection. But the problem there's like 3 different problems. One, I don't like how to use the Canvas tool on MIT App Inventor, which is really the only coding I know very well because it's super, super simple. The Canvas tool, I'm sure I could figure it out if I wanted to. But the next issue is there are no assets, like folders for FTO. But I do have the game downloaded now, so I could possibly just, pirate a couple of those assets. Third option, I'd probably get sued. Fourth problem, the online...
The third option, get sued.
Sorry, I meant third point.
No.
Fourth option... Yeah, you have to...
Oh.
Okay, so the fourth thing is the online components for that app, complete utter garbage. I have thought about making an online apps before. I straight up went to my teacher. I was like, how do I use the online components? And he's like, I don't fucking know. And I'm just like, damn. I looked on YouTube. Nobody knows.
Find out. Dude, find out and then monetize the video. Make bank. Make
Honestly,
bank off of high school children.
Honestly, I could. I should. Dude, that's what I should do. I'll make that video sometime in the next
Max
2
makes
weeks.
his fortune by ripping off high school children.
Yes.
So then you don't have to live in my shed when I get older.
No, that's inevitable, Towns.
Still okay. Just making
That's a fact of life.
Inevitable.
just making sure.
All right. The second thing about Yandere Dev was his Discord. There was so this will go segue
Come chalice.
That too, but this will segue very fastly into my next point. So if anyone has anything they want to throw out real quick, go ahead.
Are we talking about like his Discord and how he banned anyone if they mentioned him
that's where
carrying
we're
the
going.
coach?
Okay, so the Yandere Dev had a Discord, and he would ban people who would criticize him at all, or like made fun of him at all. So there became a
It's
small
just the
thing,
cum
and it was the speed run getting banned from his Discord, and like it got down to like
It was like a second.
No, it was like it was down there. It was like 5 seconds. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it was. 1
No,
second.
he didn't even get to see the. I watched the video. He literally didn't even get to like go into the chats at all. As soon as he joined, he got banned instantly.
Oh yeah.
I'm guessing it was like his name was part of the joke.
Yeah, his name was like. Oh, God, I gotta. It had something to do
Your
with the
game
cum
is
chalice,
fucking
though.
garbage.
No, it had something to do with the cum chalice.
Okay, well that there goes that conversation. So
I don't even want to know about where that came from.
Chalice, the Yandere Dev had a video of himself drinking milk or something in a plastic chalice.
Oh, it wasn't even a second. It was 0.3 seconds.
Yes.
How does he just sit there, or does he have like a bot read?
He made a bot to do that. Like he was
Probably filled with stinky code, just like his game.
Probably. So that leads to the next topic, which is obscure personal achievements such as speedrunning and global ranks. And after watching a ton of YouTube, like the consumer I am, there's 2 notable examples. Salmonella, who is an educational YouTuber who does weird stuff, he got like the top 10 on like StarCraft, like U.S. North America ranking, and then Critical has done speedruns and whatnot for a long time. Like he's.
So are you talking about our own personal achievements or people that we look up to achievements?
No, I'm not.
I don't really think it's an achievement, just like something that happened that was
unique and kind of cool.
Bro, I got knighted at Disney when I was a little boy.
That is unique and kind of cool.
Winston on Xbox was #1 for 5 seasons.
That is unique and not very cool. Towns, you're a nerd.
You fucking sweaty nerd.
That is so sweaty. I can't even begin to describe it. All right, so now I'm going to go into my personal thing, and this is pointed directly at Tristan. So you hear Tris?
I'm always here.
All right. So you remember how we were playing that one mobile game, Polytopia, and you were saying how it's pay to win?
Oh.
It is pay to win.
So you remember that one time when I got on the global scoreboards for
Scabbard.
seventh place with a non-DLC tribe, Tristan? You remember that?
Well, hang on. It's pay to win, but it also takes some skill. So you see there.
You remember when I got onto the global scoreboards with a non-paid tribe?
No, I don't.
Dang.
I think you're lying to me.
Damn, bro.
See, the sad part is I don't even have the screenshots anymore.
How?
All I'm hearing is lies.
Oh my.
No! Oh, I posted them on Instagram. Look at them. Scrub.
Are you sure
I'm
about that?
99% sure I posted them on Instagram. I had to have posted
I'm
them
gonna
on
go through
Instagram.
Instagram and not see a single goddamn
Dude,
thing.
I was so proud of them. If I didn't post them on Instagram, I would be surprised.
I think you did. You might have deleted it.
Hold on, I've bookmarked Instagram lately. I can go check real quick. I can dispel any rumors about my allegedly small PP when it comes to this game. I'm a literal god at this game. I was
Bro, I know
seventh place.
one thing about Tristan. He's the best glass in A.
Yes,
Best
that is
guys in it,
true.
What can I say?
Why the fuck do you have 205 posts, Max?
Because they're
Why
all
is my
wholesome and
WoW
funny.
so fucked up right now?
I found the one word smacks with the do-rag. Gotta say, that's
I
cursed.
don't even know where that would be, but
That was in school, right?
That was in school, yes.
Oh,
That was not. That was
I
not a
found it,
D-rag.
I
That
found it.
was. That was one of his erasers. That was one of Mr. Dr. Allen's erasers.
Bruh, second
Either way.
place for Imperius, 176,000 points. On
I think you're
Polytopia.
just lying to me.
On Polytopia.
And just underneath that, it's my photo. Amazing.
Yes, and just beneath that is
Yeah.
and then under the sea, the pressure here is immense. Want to try drugs? Yes, I've got a couple posts down there. Why Nations Fall, classic. Okay, well that concludes.
No, I'm thinking.
section, and
Is this
that's
like
one-sided.
compared to like other
What Max is
tribes?
What?
I think one of them's on that tribe.
No,
and I
that
think-
was the total. That was my tribe list. I didn't get the like global list, but I mean, you could just look at their score, and I'm pretty sure you can tell that that's definitely up there.
Yeah, well, if it's against only the Imperius players, and
Billy,
That's not really proving
you're
anything.
Really making me steamed here, Billy.
yes, but
But
based
no,
on
that's
what's
pretty
heard-
good against all
Hold
Imperius
on.
players that he's top 2.
Yes, but like if you're like talking about just like versus each other,
Can I get a TikTok?
I don't know where my phone is with Polytopia. Do either of you have Polytopia?
no.
God damn it. Alright, well, I will look at it later, but I remember earlier today I would be in the top 10 still of global with that score. If, you know.
Oh, you sure about that?
Dude, alright, I'm gonna go find my phone. I'll be back in like 10 seconds.
And that is how you get rid of him.
Oh my God, these Red Ridge Mystics.
You
They
I think
do
I found
so
a video.
much
I think I
damage.
found a video of him feeding a bird bread.
Oh Jesus.
There's that one
No, I'm
video of
hoping
me
he,
and
like,
Noah
just-
feeding a raccoon fries.
I,
Two-hand Sam.
I was just hoping Max would like take the bird and just fucking smack the bird in the face with
My
it.
phone is right here next to my seat.
Fucked up.
It's
Tristan.
charging.
Dude, I don't know why, but those are always the funniest.
Alright, I'm back. What has the topic moved on to?
You
Him
slapping a
feeding
bird with a piece of
animals.
bread.
Oh, that was actually Tyler who snapped that.
The-
We actually did slap it.
I remember when me, Caden, and Tyler were like throwing fish around in Moa. That was interesting.
Remember when Billy ate the crab?
Oh yeah, dude, that was worth the dollar I got.
Yeah, that was sus AF. Alright, launching
It
Polytopia.
was for $1.
right
$1's
now.
a dollar.
Here, I'll read out the current global scores.
Yes, but compared to what?
First, compared to each other, the first place is Polaris at
No.
277,000. The second is Omaru or whatever the towel heads at another 200,000, 200,000 another towel head. 186,000 the arrow people, and then below where I would be if pushed on this list again is another Polaris guy at 167,000.
What number? Like what?
Number 5.
Okay. So
But I
you'd be
think what Tristan was trying to argue is that if you're fighting against each other, therefore,
no. What he's saying is that when he clicks an online match,
Okay.
he goes up against a bunch of people. Okay, Billy. And when he goes up against a bunch of people, that's the score he got against other live people.
no, that's the total score he got like in like a single player game, right?
Oh, that is-
Yes.
Okay, then I don't
That's
know.
the
High
thing.
scores
Like,
are only from single player games.
Oh, okay then. My fault.
see, that's like not the point Tristan's making. I think.
I get what you're
Am I right,
saying.
Tristan?
No, yeah.
Like,
Pay
it's
to
not
win.
that.
Nobody cares if a single player game is pay to win. I mean, they do, but it's not as bad as a multiplayer game being pay to win. So
I think the
Yeah.
point is
pay to win.
that if you have that, your odds of winning against someone who
There's
does
no-
have it, like fighting against each other,
That's still a good
are
achievement.
low. I mean, yeah, you're on a global scoreboard, but like,
Was on Global Scoreboard. They reset it every week.
Still on there.
Yeah.
Still fucking on there.
Bruh, it took
Single player,
a
though.
solid 12 hours to get that score. Just had to keep restarting the world, trying to get better starts.
Oh my fucking.
Yes, it was
Yeah,
tryhard
we-
like AF, but
You-
like, whatever. Alright, ends that
Fucking-
topic, I guess. Alright, I've got only 2 more. Anyone else want to throw in some other topics?
Yep.
What?
I said I have an idea for
Alright.
a topic.
Go.
Any conspiracy theories that you guys believe in?
maybe the Black Knight satellite. That's about it.
What's the black? Yeah, what is that?
You don't know the Black Knight satellite?
I know
Sure.
vaguely what it is. but-
Okay, so basically, all satellites that we launch are like in a certain orbit around Earth because the way we launch them. But for the longest time, there's just been this weird black thing that it's going the opposite direction for one than all of our man-made satellites, and that's one of the most like weird things about it. But also, it's appeared to be there for like a really long time. Like if it was just like a random like meteor or something, it should have like flown out of our orbit by now.
So they're saying that somebody else we don't know put it up
Yeah,
there.
like maybe like an alien species has put a satellite that will observe us.
Alright, so basically Space Force, am I right, boys?
We need the Space Force to root out the Black Knight satellite.
Interesting.
What are you laughing about, Tristan?
I need a minute. Hang on.
Need a minute.
See, I don't want to really.
Make that joke.
You don't know what?
We kind of.
You good, Tristan?
It's okay. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Oh my god, these stupid
Emperor's-
hell doesn't know defeat me! Just burn it alive!
For context, Billy is playing WoW.
Mm-hmm.
The gnome is taking his cheeks.
Not a gnome, a knoll. You tard.
Wow, Tristan.
Like you said, gnome. Fuck
Tristan's
you.
not smart, bruh.
Talking about a stupid subhuman fucking hyena person.
Alright, I got 2 more topics, and honestly, one of them can wait for another day because it's such a good topic, and we're already a little bit... Oh, wait, no, because Towns made us start late because he was late. Oh, we haven't even hit an hour yet.
Don't hit us with the max.
Alright,
Yes.
so... Why we love Evolve, the video game, the best game. I
We
still
don't.
love it. Shut
I
up.
I
love
love it.
I fucking love
3
it.
of us love it, Billy. You are outruled. What is it that makes that game good? Is it the
no.
4v1 hunter gets hunted kind of format? I've been thinking about it. I don't know why I liked it. It was just fun.
The synergy and how things had to be played was one of my big things about it. And that
Synergy as in...
so you had your 4 characters, you had your what? You had your trapper, you had your assault, you had your healer, and then you had your
medic and support.
medic and support. So you had the 4 basics I would do, like that had to like each role had to piggyback off of the other one. That like the trapper was the main one that had to go find the monster, of course.
Okay, yeah.
And when done so, traps it. Then once that happens, you have your assault that goes in and deals all the damage, and you have your medic that keeps everyone alive, and then you have or your support that keeps
Hopefully.
everyone. Yeah, that your medic or support that keeps everyone alive, and then you have your support that helps out everyone also, and that you have that little like rotation of health things that have to happen every single game for you to have a well functioning group of people.
Okay.
And at the same time, you have a monster that can like goes from starts at a level 1 or 0,
Starts out at level 1, goes to level 3.
and like just goes to level 3, and you're trying to stop it before it gets to level 3, because if not, you really get fucked.
Level
and as
1, baby. Team could probably take it out, no problem. Level 1.
And,
Level 2, it would be a small fight, but the heroes are going to come out winning, even if they aren't the most skilled. Level 3, you gotta try hard this.
And that like that's the thing is that like the higher the levels go, the more perfect your gameplay has to be,
Yeah.
and like how you play, and that you can also whatever fights that you take, you have to make sure that it's advantageous for both of your team, but the monster, the fights that they want to take, also tries to be advantageous for themselves.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. So, interesting map design, because advantageous fights require a good map design, a good team balancing, and character design with the with your thing with the balancing or whatever. Because I mean,
I miss Evolve.
Yeah. So do
Yeah.
I. So do we all, except for Billy,
I mean-
apparently. But
Dude.
I was trying to say, the reason why I came up with this is I was missing Evolve, and I was like, what is it from Evolve that I miss? Could I find a game with these aspects that would just fit the same slot for me? And I was
Dead
thinking,
by Daylight, not
No.
really, but
No.
it,
No. There is no hunter becomes the hunter
And,
at any
and
point.
it's the general.
I think that the closest you can get to it that we have now is Friday the 13th, but even that's a far cry from what you've described.
yeah.
It's just the way that the team aspect, that you have to be team players and you don't want to go off
Dude.
really by yourself.
I loved playing Monster. Monster is the best part about Evolve.
Like how you can play, like just like what you could do by yourself, but what more you enable yourself if you have a team, and how unique every single ability was. Because I always ran medic, and I was what was the guy with the power gauntlet?
Power Gauntlet.
Oh, Lazarus.
I always played. I fucking love
I
Lazarus.
played Kyra.
Fucking, you just go invisible on Lazarus. You fucking go in, you rest somebody, you fucking book your ass
Well,
out.
you see, that's the thing. I like to actively heal and not be a res person. So, like, I would play Kyra, who could, like, just lob
The
healing
gun
grenades.
healed people. The gun healed people,
I would.
just not as much.
I
And
would
then he had the
say
AoE.
the guy who had the bug for the healer. He was pretty cool.
Oh,
Slim.
So yeah,
I
but
never
I
had
only
any
played.
DLC
I only
characters,
played
really.
healer, is what I'm saying. Like I haven't played deep in certainly unless I had to. But
Yeah. I also did
you had the
like how
AoE version.
you could even like the game was very good in very like a lot of ways. Like there was even the option where you could be like, I need to go AFK for like 5 minutes. The game actually gave you the option to not leave your team behind because it was a team oriented game. And it was like a bot pickup with
AFK follow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It wasn't
you
even
could-
AFK follow. Like it could play the game for you for a couple
Yeah, I
minutes.
played the game for you, but I mean, you were just like not really existent.
You could do combat with it. You could
I mean, you
follow
could
and
move
do
each other, but I
combats.
mean, you weren't doing the combat. You weren't doing said combat. It was just yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I think that was a cool feature. Like I don't know many, if any, games that do that.
And also another thing I liked is how timed and engaged stuff was, if that makes sense. Like
yeah,
how if you're gonna be a trapper, you have what like
the dome.
30 seconds on that dome, I think.
Yeah.
And then you
it
have
has
your
a 1 minute like
yeah, and then you have your trapper slash.
tracker.
Did you guys ever play Hunter?
I
Not
know.
Hunter, I mean
I
Killer.
don't really like
the
law. I don't like it that much.
Okay, but I mean Monster.
Monster
But,
a little bit, but not much.
Dude,
But,
Monster was the main person I played, and I loved playing Monster. So much fun. My favorite was probably either Wraith or Goliath. Like, actually,
and because
Wraith or
like
Kraken.
how you could sleep ship, and like how you could sleep the monster, how you could also trap the monster inside, not just the dome but other traps,
Yeah.
and just like
The
and how you could kill the monsters that the food it could eat
Yeah, repulsor.
And just because how
gauntlets,
unique the monsters were, like they could hide wherever they wanted and go on the roof.
different abilities for each monster, and you got to know what the monster was before you entered the arena. That way, you had a vague idea of what you were fighting against, but you didn't get to know what the monster was before you picked your heroes, so you couldn't counter each other like directly. Yeah, very very good game.
Beautiful, and you could queue what role you wanted
Yeah.
to. It wasn't like you're gonna have fucking 4 or 5 monsters. You could always pick what you wanted.
See, I think that might be specifically what killed it, probably because there are probably roles that people preferred a lot more. Like if you could just pick for Hunter, and then it was like, all right, I want to pick this person, but I'm happy with this person. Wait, no, it did do that, didn't it? Where you
so it had like
you ordered them, and it would try and match up that way, but it would put you in a match. Okay, yeah. Haven't played it
and you
for a
could even
while
put
for some
monster in there
reason.
too. You could even put monster in there too in your order.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I know why the game's not doing well.
Why?
Because Killing Floor is downloading.
Oh, you're talking about your own shit. Okay.
Yeah. Why?
Well,
And there's also 2 WoWs open. That's probably also a problem.
Gamer.
No, but Towns, you really should have played Monster. Like, it was just so much fun.
It was
Like,
fun.
I remember the one event, I've mentioned it multiple times, I got the gold skin by beating the devs, and I was so happy when I got it.
Yeah.
Dude, fat nut. So much fun. Played Wraith, I remember the game too.
Okay, well, I think that kind of
Dude.
concludes that discussion, unless anyone wants to add anything else.
I think
I miss Evolve, that's why I'm gonna contribute.
I miss Evolve. I think Towns can contribute the same. Billy, I'm sorry that we weren't able to include you that much this discussion. But,
Okay.
Dude, I still own it. It's on. I have it on Xbox, but disc. So I could probably still download it. Oh, bad game.
anyone else have
But
any-
I feel like a reason why the game could have possibly died and why it did was like lack of how often new characters came out.
Yeah, content was really slow to come out.
That content took a really long time, and when it did come out, it was like what, the Goliath, and then what was the other one called?
So you had Goliath, Kraken, Wraith, Behemoth, and then Gorgon.
Oh, it was the Behemoth.
You also had like a reskin of the Behemoth or of the Goliath.
It was
like
a Behemoth Goliath. That's what it was. Instead of it,
no, there's no
There was
Behemoth
the
Goliath
Meteor-
Towns.
Meteor.
There's Meteor Goliath. There's
that's what, yeah, the
Goliath.
Meteor Goliath. Okay.
There's like a separate Kraken. It's like the
Yeah.
I forgot the name of it, but there's like
But,
two
like-
Krakens, 2 Goliaths.
There wasn't any like new monsters like what Dead by Daylight does. How they have new killers and new characters.
Well, here's the difference with that. Dead by Daylight can license killers. Like, they can be like, oh yeah, we want this killer from a big franchise like Halloween.
Bro, why
or-
wasn't Godzilla in Evolve?
First of all, I'm pretty sure Godzilla would dwarf the entire map. I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure any incarnation of him is over
Yes, 200 feet.
100. Yeah.
It was a funny haha.
You can get one of the baby ones from the one Godzilla where he doesn't actually have any
That's not-
powers.
That's not Godzilla, that is Zilla. We don't talk about that creature.
Yeah, dude, you get Zilla.
uh,
Yeah, he starts out as a little.
Besides that, what was
Creature.
your guys' favorite game that is no longer really played and/or with us anymore?
what?
What is your
my
guys'
favorite game?
So can it be any type?
Any type, any fucking game.
A game? A game that I really enjoyed as a kid, and now even, it was Overlord. That game was fun. I still enjoy it. It was a crude game.
Bro, you guys remember Fusion Fall?
Yes.
Fusion Fall, hang on.
I
That
played
sounds
a lot of
familiar.
that. I played so much of that. I always wanted to just Ben 10 stuff, but like they didn't give it.
Oh my
because I
god,
didn't
Fusion
pay for a
Fall.
subscription.
I forgot Fusion Fall existed.
So
Dude, I remember-
So I would like restart the game every 15 levels because that was like as high as you could get, just trying to get something cool.
I always felt so bad when like a kid would like fly past me on like the little cloud thing you could get.
Yeah.
Be like, bro.
For me, it was
Yeah.
always fucking Titanfall. Titanfall was always
They
my
have
my.
nothing to do with
Dude,
each other. Just to clarify.
Actually,
Well, I know that.
Towns. To answer, actually, like to go back on what I said, like I have a lot of favorite games now that I think about it. Like it wasn't just that Overlord game. Like I have a shit ton. There was a lot.
Yeah, it's just like I said earlier before we started the thing, the Sphinx game that's on Steam apparently. That I played so much of that. I still couldn't find the one car game though. I have to keep looking on that list.
Dude, it's just like, dude, like my top 3 all-time favorite games, like just as a group. Actually, I'm gonna do 5 because I have a lot. Number 1 would have to be Overlord. Second would probably be The Darkness. Third would be Subnautica. I love Subnautica. Fantastic game.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think it'd just be the top 3.
Those
Top 3. Those are my top 3. Those, like, all those games
Wait,
are
is it
just
top
fantastic games.
Is it top games or top like dead games?
Just games.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, those are dead games. Nobody plays those games.
Subnautica is very popular.
It's popular, but like, it's, man.
How would you know? It's single player.
Oh yeah, I can't even find a match in Subnautica anymore.
All the games I mentioned are single player.
Yeah.
I really enjoy single player games.
Well, there is the multiplayer mod, so.
Oh, it's a mod.
See, okay. For favorite games period, it would probably be, probably one of the Call of Duty zombies somewhere. Just any of them. They're all pretty solid. And then I have to flip-flop between Gone Home and What Remains of Edith Finch. They both fit the same category, really, so either one. I just like the controls, the art design, the aesthetic of the whole game, and just it's all well put together. And that probably ties up the list.
So for me, probably has to be Titanfall 1 and 2. Like just like as a package. Like this is no order. Overwatch, and then
You guys see what I'm playing?
And
I do.
and then probably Destiny.
Apple.
And then one game that I never played, but I always liked was. Have you guys ever heard of the game Deft? Like DEPTH.
Depth.
Deft. Yeah, I can't English. Or no.
It's the one that someone plays as a shark, and you have to like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I remember watching things about that.
I never played it before, but I always loved watching it, and I always loved the type of game because it brought back Evolve type of vibes.
Sorry to go jump back, but Subnautica has around 3,000 players in the last 30 days.
That doesn't
So
really
actually, it's not a dead game. For a single player game, it's a decent.
But like, Depth was also that was a good game. I just never was able to play it, and like that's a true dead game. Like right now within it's Depth.
I know the game, but like, is that really a dead game?
Its hour 24-hour peak was 255, and its all-time peak was 10,775.
Damn.
Its peak within the last 16 minutes is 180. It's dead.
Dang.
It's a fucking dead game.
It's pretty disappointing.
Are you guys gonna join me or
On Company of Heroes?
No.
Probably not.
Well, my mouse and keyboard can be heard very audibly.
What's everyone's what's everyone's Killing Floor 2 at?
Mine has been done since about 4 a.m. this morning.
Towns. Why?
I don't know how much space I have loaded.
It's 17 gigabytes.
It is 60 gigabytes. Killing Floor 2.
What?
I have no idea what you're talking about, my good sir.
Well,
I'll fucking get it as like the free shit, but like I'm not gonna download it.
guess I'll play by myself?
Sorry, Bill.
Oh, it's actually 6200.
Yeah, I'll just get the Git like where you get it, so like you have it in your download for.
Okay.
I don't understand. Please go into more
please
detail.
Elaborate.
I want more detailed hounds.
Oh my god, I hate
Towns,
you guys.
come on. Give us a little more here.
I hate you guys.
Wow.
That
Okay,
is a
now that
little-
you've added that into the conversation, we are completely aware of what you mean. That ties the whole package
Thank you
together
for
there.
enlightening me.
Alright. Well, because, why not, lol, we have a little bit more time. I'm going to throw a picture of the man, the myth, the legend, Terry Davis in general.
Yandere Dev.
No, Yandere Dev does not look as beautiful as this man.
You gotta show the podcast people what it is, Max.
I'll get some editing software eventually, or put a link in the description. So that's Terry Davis. And if you notice in the bottom left corner, he was the developer of Temple OS, a open source operating system, 64-bit, 16-bit color, I think it was, something like that. Very archaic. Well, that's where the problem comes in. The operating system is a mix of archaic and elevated design. It has a lot of very interesting, very unique, and just interesting and unique features that, I mean, I could see being put on some more modern systems. But it doesn't have Wi-Fi or networking or, 64-bit color support, any of that. And he was afflicted with a mental capacity affliction. I don't remember what it was exactly.
Mental capacity affliction.
I don't remember what it was.
He was
exactly.
afflicted with it. I don't remember.
He was afflicted with mental capacity. He was a smart man, yes, but he had issues. I don't remember exactly what they were, but schizophrenia, I think, would be it. Yeah, there you go. So he was very intelligent, but schizophrenic, and he refused to take his medication at some point. He lived with his parents for a long time until he became homeless. He became homeless, and some say he committed suicide. Others say he was just careless. He was walking on train tracks. But I've been watching a lot of his older content lately, his recordings and whatnot, and he really is a tortured soul who, if given a different position in life, I feel could do great things. His operating system, hand built by himself, I've used it. It's not that bad. I have actually found some enjoyment in using it. Like, it is a cumbersome experience, given the fact that I don't know exactly how to run all of the features of it, but it is definitely an experience nonetheless. It gives you direct access to the kernel, which is why you aren't allowed to have networking of any sort, because if you had networking, being hacked would be literally the easiest thing to do. But it's very... I don't know what the word I'm looking for here is. It has a lot of heart. And I've been thinking, with my divine intellect of programming, to hypothetically make a version of his OS that is more user-friendly, but stays familiar with his original concepts. But then I came back to the land of reality and realized I have literally no idea how to design an OS.
No time better than the present.
Yeah. But,
I will get myself a copy of Temple OS 2.0 the second I get the Brobel.
Get the Brobel.
You know what?
Billy, don't
try me, boy. Don't
Billy,
try me, boy.
Billy.
I'll fucking do
Billy,
it.
You know how lazy you are.
I'll fucking do it.
You know exactly how lazy you are, Billy. Don't threaten me.
Don't even try it.
You're really going to write a whole fucking book? Yeah, that's what I thought.
No way. No way.
Say no balls.
Bet no balls. Bet no balls.
All right. You know what? I got an entire summer, boy.
Bet no fucking balls has to be at least
Billy?
paragraph.
Yeah, I got an entire fucking
Billy,
summer.
We both know how lazy you are.
Wait. What fucking limits are we putting on him?
What do you mean?
Are we gonna make it that it has to be at least 10 chapters, or what the fuck are we saying here? Because Billy could write
there's
2 words.
chapters in the holy book, but
You right, honestly, but still, because there's no limitations to you that you could write 2 words and say this is a Brobel.
Has to at least include all of the divine intellects of the bros. Bros before hoes, the first page.
Okay. Why don't we fucking... Okay.
Don't worry, Tens. As long as we don't write rules and guidelines for his burble, he won't be able to write it, and then I won't have to be making an OS. It all works out. Bruh, hypothetically, if I did become a literal god and just produced my own OS, would y'all download it?
I don't know.
You know what? That's a better answer than I expected.
Dude, time to do some Duolingo right now.
Do what?
Why?
I'm doing some Duolingo right now.
Why?
Why?
Again?
For Josh?
Cringe.
Oh, what?
Wait, why are you doing Duolingo?
Why am I doing Duolingo? Gotta learn a language, bro.
I honestly don't know exactly what I had planned for me bringing up Terry Davis, but there's his backstory, I guess. There's...
All that it reminds me of now is just fucking what happened to Wreckful. Have you guys heard about that with him killing himself?
Oh yeah, the WoW dude.
Yeah.
Rip that guy.
Basically what happened is that this guy who was like really known in the Twitch community and WoW community, like one of the very first Twitch streamers, had like a mental...
Oh, he was one of the very first? Oh, shit.
Yeah, he had like a big like mental illness and shit like that, like problems.
Yeah, well, his brother killed... I know his brother killed himself and stuff. And
he went on Twitter and was like to his girlfriend, "Will you marry me?" and shit like that. And all the people in the comments were like, he's trying to fish for attention. Then he went to bed, supposedly, and then woke up the next morning and his roommate found him dead in his room.
like, hung? Like, what happened?
Yeah, hung himself, if I'm not mistaken.
That fucking sucks. Rip Wreckful, man. I've never watched his stuff.
I've never watched his stuff either. I've always just heard about him, and I've always heard how good of a guy he was. And he hung himself, so R.I.P. Wreckful. Hope he's in a better place, but...
The man behind the slaughter.
Sad.
Person, not the time.
Sad.
Straight up.
Does anyone need the mental illness? How do you get that?
Could not be the worst time to say that.
Trey White.
Talking about mental illness, and he brings up Purple Guy from FNAF.
Like, bro, I just saw the emote where it's like the purple
man
guy
behind the slaughter.
Tristan, why?
You guys are fucked up.
Tristan, just because I made a new emote doesn't mean you have to bring
Cut the VOD.
up-
Cut the VOD. Cut it.
Scrap
Cut it.
the whole podcast. We
Cut
can't-
it.
Oh my god.
No way! I just caused the entire.
Cut it. No, you don't. You don't fucking pause the whole thing. You just cut it.
Oh my god. I don't have video editing software, Towns.
Cut the back half. Cut the back half. Cut it.
This is awesome.
The podcast
Oh.
ends abruptly on Tristan just like Purple just ends right there.
Any other topics you want to go over? Or are we gonna end it to this
God.
hour and something minute?
Are we just not gonna talk about the man behind the slaughter?
Oh my god. Oh wait, what did you guys do? Wait, actually, one thing. What is your guys' opinion or like thought on the fucking Chuck E. Cheese shit?
What's happening with Chuck E. Cheese?
You haven't heard?
They've been for
No.
Like,
Basically, Five Nights at Freddy's is happening at.
Like, so basically, 5 people at Chuck E. Cheese died. Like, 5 little kids at Chuck E. Cheese died after hours. And a bunch of other shit has come out. And, like, one of the things that, like, it's supposedly real, supposedly not real, is the Five Nights at Freddy's, like, cleaner's handbook for after hour people and saying that you need to wear, like, fucking, like, hat or some shit so the animatronics don't think you're an actual person and start doing shit. Because all the animatronics are like a camera on
What Chuck E. Cheese was this? What Chuck E. Cheese was this?
I don't remember. It's just been happening all over.
We need to go to that Chuck E. Cheese whenever it's closed
Oh
down.
my god,
What's
Tristan.
supposedly
Road
Tristan,
trip.
you're fucking horrible.
Tristan's a terrible person, but
I wanna go
second
to the
that.
Chuck E.
second
Cheese,
that.
bro.
We should go.
But no, talking about going places, we should go to an abandoned place.
Yeah,
I know.
100%.
we're going to the second Tristan gets his driver's license, and we can force him to.
You'd have to pay me first of all.
I'll pay you.
I'll pay you
gas money.
for gas money.
money,
I'll pay you
I'll
two
give you
copper
gas
for
money.
a good time if you know what I mean.
I'll fucking give you gas money, Tristan. I got you.
Gamer.
Bruh, once I have a car and a job, yup,
Yeah,
that's it.
So-
That's all I had
See,
to say
I hope
about
you know.
that.
So I didn't know this, but apparently to get your license, you actually have to take like a test, like an actual test, not
No
like the
way.
driving test.
Hmm.
No, I always thought it was a driving test, not like an
Yes,
actual
it's
test.
so if you get put in a theoretical situation of like fucking What if Jimbo McNutblast fucking decided to drive into your fucking family? What do you do?
Mm-hmm.
Jimbo
Damn.
McNutblast. His name will
When
be
Jimbo
immortalized.
McNutblast comes to attack your family.
Okay, I'm gonna Google this Chuck E. Cheese incident stuff. I'm gonna figure out where it happened.
It happens across the U.S.
Yeah.
Let's go, boys. Okay. Wow. Any
Why are we talking about World of Warcraft, bro?
Oh, it was debunked. Never mind.
It was.
Yeah.
Wait, what part of it? About the kids?
You're feeding us false information now.
Oh, yeah, are you talking about it was debunked about the kids or what?
The company said that would continue operating. Read details of yeah. The 5 children missing news is just a hoax. Nobody has gone missing. It all started on June 27th when a series of tweets popped up on Twitter claiming the 5 children have gone missing from Chuck E. Cheese, and a man has witnessed movements from Chuck E. Cheese's
The purple guy.
animatronics. Oh god.
Oh.
Does Chuck E. Cheese even have animatronics?
Yeah, they do.
Yes.
Yeah, they have animatronics.
Alright, so how many images do we have that the audience needs to see? We got Terry Davis's face. We got
The elephant needs to be
the
seen,
elephant, and
and the fucking Coke.
the sprite. Oh, yeah, the sprite gator. Those 3.
Yeah, those are.
Okay. Which one do you think is going to make the best thumbnail?
Coke.
Yeah, I'm looking. at that
Wait,
too.
what about the best thumbnail? What?
Those
Best
two pictures.
thumbnail for a YouTube video.
The McDonald's Sprite.
Alright, I think that will be concluding it. See you all the next time we decide to make a podcast. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Or night.